What's up, YouTube? In this video, I'm talking about the San Antonio Spurs and what we can expect from them moving forward now that they've traded DeJounte Murray. Had this video pre-recorded, but the Murray trade happened, and so now we're adjusting a little bit to talk a little bit about what the offseason plans are for this rebuilding Spurs team. Feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think. What are your thoughts about this DeJounte Murray trade? And are you excited for the future? Let me know. Let's get on into it before I lose my mind. All right, here are their free agents. Unrestricted, none. Restricted, Lonnie Walker. Doesn't sound like they're bringing him back. Devontae Cacok, Wieskamp, Robert Woodard. Probably not. Non-guaranteed. Keita Bates-Diop, Trey Jones. They'll probably bring back Trey Jones. Like, who's their point guard now? And Jack Londale. I don't really want to talk too much about the free agents just because I can't anticipate them, like, bringing any of those guys back with super amount of urgency. Extension eligible players. I think we're headed towards a fire sale here with the Spurs. Okay, Josh Richardson, Jakob Poeltl, Romeo Langford, Keldon Johnson, Keita Bates-Diop, Trey Jones, Jack Londale, and Zach Collins. We'll pull up the Spurs situation here soon as far as their cap sheet goes, but all those guys, throw Dougie McDermott in there as well. These guys are probably on the move. I think if the Spurs want to tank for Victor Wembanyama next year in next year's draft, I anticipate that they will try to make this play here to be able to, just tank. And that means that they'll probably buy out Gallinari. They'll probably trade away Josh Richardson and Jakob Poeltl. Like, these impactful players, I think especially Poeltl, like, they will move on from them and they will keep Vassell. They'll keep Keldon Johnson. They obviously had a really good draft this year, so we'll see there. But these guys on screen on the extension eligible, they should not be guys that you should be thinking that they're actually going to sign. They're likely going to move them. Let's move to the cap sheet portion here. The Spurs have cap space if they want to use it. Do I think they will? Probably not. But they can also now get into this space where they're full tank mode, where they have so much cap space that they have on their team. Their projected is about 17 million. So they could get a bad contract. So let's say, I don't know if the Knicks deal is quite there with Fournier, but like if Fournier needed to be moved, San Antonio's a spot now that he could go, and maybe they can get a pick from the Knicks that they are trying to get. They already have a big stockpile of picks in New York, so maybe the Knicks say we'll sacrifice a first rounder for us to be able to get off the money of Evan Fournier. Interesting idea. So now that puts them in that realm. So Oklahoma City did it last year with did it with Kemba Walker. They've done it with Al Horford. These teams that don't really intend on contending at all this year, trying to make the playoffs, they're going to be teams that you can kind of dump salary on. But they themselves also need to get rid of some salary here. We can see these first three players in Danilo Gallinari, and then also Josh Richardson and Doug McDermott. 21, 13.7, and 12.2. And then also Jakob Poeltl and Zach Collins. So those guys could be on the move. It'll be interesting because now there's a little bit of a center market. So there's Capella that we've heard in trade rumors. There's Rudy Gobert that we've heard in trade rumors. There's free agents such as Isaiah Hartenstein, DeAndre Ayton. And now we're adding Jakob Poeltl to this list of centers that are available. So it'll be interesting to see if a team decides to kind of take a big leap forward and say, hey, we want to be able to go move forward and get a center that we like, and we're not going to pay the premium that Rudy Gobert might be. All right, that's relatively it. Enjoyed the draft. Thought everybody played pretty well and did pretty good. But yeah, interesting draft situation for the Spurs. They did really good. And I think we're just going to see them fully rebuild. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you like the idea of them trying to rebuild? Is Victor Wembanyama the guy they're trying to target? I can anticipate maybe other teams maybe deciding to tank next year. So probably the Houstons of the world, probably San Antonio, Oklahoma City again, maybe Orlando. So we'll see what happens there. In the meantime, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the other 30 videos that we've done for the NBA and other teams' off-season previews. And we'll see you in the next video. Free agency starts today, so let's freaking go.